Dear speakers, distinguished guests and participants of the conference, I'm honored to welcome you to the IDFI's third Good Governance Forum. I'm Giori Gliashvili, Executive Director of IDFI, and on behalf of IDFI, I would like to express my gratitude for joining us today. The main topic of today's forum is sustainable governance of natural resources, the role of transparency, lessons learned, and future plan. The conference is organized by IDFI with the support of the global philanthropic organization Luminate. And I would like to use this opportunity to express my gratitude towards Luminate for supporting our activities and to enhance good governance principles in Georgia. We are organizing the Good Governance Forum third time, but this is the second time we're having this conference virtually, and unfortunately, we cannot host you in Tbilisi due to the global pandemic. The topic of the forum was chosen with the consideration of the ongoing global tendencies and challenges, which are also relevant to Georgia. At the same time, it is logical continuation of the topics discussed during the previous Good Governance Forums. The forum is pre-conference of the Global Anti-Corruption Week and the Summit of Democracy that is planned on the 9th to 10th December in DC, and the Open Government Partnership Global Summit, which will be on 15th to 17th of December. Without good governance, social progress in the world is in fact unachievable. A large number of economies are heavily dependent on natural resources extraction. Maximum transparency and good management of this process is crucial for sustainable development and improvement of people's lives. Many countries with rich natural resources do not show high economic growth due to the weak institutions, corruption, conflict, and poor governance. EITI and Publish What You Pay are international mechanisms that help improve natural resource governance by improving and enhancing open data access to information on beneficial owners and more generally transparency and good governance. The Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is the global standard for the good governance of oil, gas, and mineral resources. EITI ensures transparency and accountability of how states' natural resources are governed. EITI is a tool that requires its members to and member states to publish information on key aspects of their natural resources management in a timely and accurate manner. Publish What You Pay is the only global movement working to ensure that revenues from oil, gas, and mining help improve people's lives. Publish What You Pay campaigns for an open and accountable extractive sector and pushes governments to regulate natural resource extraction in an open and accountable way, for companies to operate with an effective governance framework, and for a civil society with the skills and freedom to drive natural resource extraction that benefits all. It has been already several years since IDFI, the organization that I represent, started the advocacy campaign for endorsing the principle of EITI implementation of beneficial ownership transparency in Georgia and beyond. We published several research pieces and organized a number of workshops, conferences dedicated to this issue on the issue of beneficial ownership and its connection with the transparent and accountable governance of the natural resources. At the same time, almost 2 years ago, IDFI became a member organization of Publish What You Pay. Therefore, we have both national and international obligation to support the transparency of the extractive sector. It should be also noted that we are interested in supporting women's rights in the mining sector. In this regard, we are retrieving the information from mining companies, analyzing it and publishing it on our website. The conference is another venue to discuss current tendencies, challenges, and best practices with the participation of prominent experts and specialists in this field. Therefore, the forum will focus on the following topics: the role of transparency, beneficial ownership transparency, and open data in the governance of natural resources, key international actors and their synergies, natural governance, resource governance in Eastern Partnership states, and the role of natural coalitions and networks in promoting the values and standards of EITI and beneficial ownership transparency. For this today, we will have the pleasure to have speakers from the leading local and international organizations. Their expertise, diverse background, and deep understanding of the topics enables us to hear best practices of natural resource governance around the globe, and particularly in our region. Such exchange of information will support the foundation of the future ambitious reforms. Once again, I want to thank our supporter and donor Luminate. In addition, we are grateful to the representatives of EITI, OGP, and Publish What You Pay for their active participation in this event. Now, before we start, and I had to speak about it earlier, I would like to go through some technical details and give you brief recommendations. Firstly, for our participants to better get to know each other, you can use a chat section on Zoom for those who are registered for the Zoom conference, where you can write your name, which organization you represent, and what is the field of your work. Also, feel free to share interesting thoughts and ideas, materials related to the forum topics throughout the conference. During the panel discussions, you should use the question and answer section of Zoom, where you can write your questions, and the panel moderator will voice your questions. Also, we have live on IDFI's Facebook page, and those who are not registered on Zoom can follow us on our Facebook page, and also write comments or questions under the section, and our moderator will also address the questions to the speakers. Translation will be provided in English and Georgian, and you can use, in case you need English translation, you should use English, and for Georgian translation, use the Georgian channel. I really deeply encourage you to be active and engaged through the whole conference.